Good people, welcome back to an episode of Debates Never Die. Today we're here to discuss the signings of the 2025-2026 season, the best signings, the worst signings, the best value for money, the worst value for money. Of course, you know I have my own list, and on that list there's a lot of Chelsea players in terms of the worst signings. I do think that's one of the worst windows we've seen from a top club, especially a Champions League club. But, you know, I don't want to make it too much about my views on Chelsea. We've got a whole panel here to discuss their views on the side. We've got big money Manchester United fan Tabsol back here in the Milan shirt. We've got Rindai here. You know, there's tons to discuss. Let's hear you, sir. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel like I'm well equipped to lead the panel today. I've been involved in a lot of expensive windows in my time. You know what I'm saying? I know how to splash the cash. So I know a good deal and a bad deal. I know one.
More bad than good, but continue.
But yeah, I feel like the list we're gonna go through, like, I can't think of anyone who's like got bang for their buck. We're gonna see it as we go through the list. But like, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna see. The whole point is to rank the signing.
Yeah.
I'll be shocked if you guys say there's anyone with a club. We're gonna be ranking the value for money of the signing.
Yeah.
Okay. Not because it's been like 6 weeks of the season, so we don't really know. It's just value for money. What you think you're gonna get? If Rindai gives anyone more than 8, I'll be shocked. I genuinely will be shocked.
Okay. No, I'm happy to go. I'm ready when you are.
Let's go.
So we're going to start off the list, just top 21. I'll tell you why it's 21 now. Top 21 most expensive signings in euros.
Yeah.
As per transfer market. There's obviously players that moved on a free, you know, some sneaky snakes that like jump ship. We'll get to them, but right now it's just value for money, and then we'll get into other guys. But I think rightly so, starting at number 21. The reason I want to start at 21, he didn't make top 20, but we have to discuss him. Chelsea spent the cash. They spent 56 million euros on Jamie Byron Gittins, a player who I did not even know was British when he was signed.
What?
So I thought he was like some Dutch youngster. I won't even like
How?
Jamie Byron, I was not looking for him. I was not checking for him. But Jamie Byron Gittins, 56 million euros. He's young though.
How old is he?
He's like 19, dude.
19?
Yeah. He's 19 or 20.
What has he done?
Nothing.
56 M's, bro. That's a 30 million player.
Look, value for money, absolutely not.
Yeah.
He couldn't have been, right? I think the idea of him is much greater than what he is right now.
I would have bought Sancho for that money.
So what's your
As a Chelsea fan,
Yeah.
your rating?
it's a 5.
5?
It's a 5.
4, bro.
Yeah.
4 because like he's young enough that like he could be
There's
good.
time.
He
There's
could be
too
good
much
in
time.
3 years.
Yeah.
He's good in
Like,
3 years.
I
bro.
don't-
I'll give him a 5.
It's because I don't think he's a bad player.
Yeah.
It's just this wasn't the move. This is way too big a fee for him right now.
I'll give him a 5 too.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4, 5, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. A player who I'm not expecting to get anything higher than that. Number 20 on our list for 57.7 million euros. Yohan Wissa from Brentford to Newcastle. Now, I'm biased because
It's a panic
I
buy.
support United.
It's a panic
I support
buy.
United, so
Yeah.
we're going to get to Mbeumo now, but
Yeah.
I got value for money.
Yeah.
What can Yohan Wissa possibly do at 29 in a Newcastle shirt to justify this price tag?
First of all, I think he's arrived injured, so that's a huge problem on its own. He hasn't
Apparently
played.
his knee's cooked. Like apparently they say his knee is cooked.
Yeah.
They're worried about it.
They don't know if he's going to play before Jan. On top of that, there's also AFCON, so he might potentially only play for Newcastle meaningfully from Feb onwards. You pay 50 million on deadline day for that kind of player. That's a 2.
And I'll be honest, like the whole, because he forced the move from Brentford to Newcastle, I think he was just copying Isak, bro. Like he was begging it. Like he didn't, I don't even think he wanted it that badly. Bro. He just saw what was possible. He's like, let me try this thing.
Let me do it.
Let me try this thing.
You don't think that the allure of Champions League football played a role?
I
Come
think,
on, dog.
dude, Yohan Wissa, like, good Premier League striker
Yeah.
for like this current era. But like, knowing what we know now about probably someone else who's going to be on this list at Newcastle, like he's not going to play ahead of Voltemada anyways. He'll never be their starting striker. So at 29, to spend almost 60 bags on him,
That's a
So
2.
it's a bad move.
That's
you
a
got
bad move. Yeah.
2.
It's 2.
I'll give it a 3 purely because Wissa can score in the Premier League. And I think when he's fit, I don't think Voltemada will play every game. And it's like, okay, cool, Voltemada can play. Okay, cool, let's bring Yohan Wissa. Like, it's a good option to have. But 60 million for an option, that's crazy.
I
It's a 3.
I just think considering they knew Isak was probably leaving the entire window, there was definitely 54 million you can spend anywhere else for a slightly younger player.
Yeah.
I can't it just feels like a panic buy.
They
I
could have,
know.
they could have gone to like Portugal and got like
and then to also then get a guy who's injured. It's I'm sorry.
with AFCON.
It's a 2.
Like, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a 2.
it's a 2. It has to be a 2.
There's too many aspects of it where I'm just like, this was a bad move.
Here's one that probably get a higher ranking. I think someone that we all like. For 61.4 million euros from Nottingham Forest to Newcastle, Anthony Elanga also. So Newcastle spent the cash.
61 M's.
You don't like that?
61 M's is
61
crazy.
M's is crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I rate Elanga though, but
No,
61 M's is
dude,
crazy.
Elanga is exciting. He's super
Yeah.
quick, but he's not 60 M's.
Yeah.
He's not.
That's fair.
He's not.
That's
61,
fair.
yeah, 61 is crazy.
And also, crucially, right now, you look at the Newcastle team, do you think Elanga makes the team so much better?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
He's a good Premier League winger.
Yeah.
Like just in the Prem on a Saturday afternoon. Like I don't think I've ever seen him play well on a Sunday. He's one of those guys. Yeah, you know, like think of one Elanga memory. What day was it? Bro?
Yeah,
it wasn't on a
yeah.
Sunday. It wasn't on a Sunday.
No, dude, he's really good. I like him. I'm glad he got a move for himself. It's
Overpaid. Like they overpaid for
Yeah,
him.
like
100%.
Forest are happy having made that sale.
But okay, are we going to consider like the context of the transfer? Like Forest finished above Newcastle.
No.
Oh no, slightly below.
Yeah.
One position below.
2.
Okay, they finished slightly below.
Yeah.
Both competing for Europe.
Yeah.
Do we take that into consideration where it's like, okay, cool, to get Elanga away from Forest, because Newcastle were in the Champions League, like they're going to have to pay a bit of a premium. Are we considering that?
I think we have a conversation a lot of the time about the fact that there are more players than just Premier League players. You can't tell me 60 million, the best way you can get is Elanga. I think there's 3 different wingers that moved this window who moved for 60 million or more. Or 60 million or less.
I can hear that.
Like Yeremy Pino moved to Palace. I think he and Elanga, the gap is not massive. Like talent-wise between those 2 players.
Talent-wise, but then it's like, okay, cool, Elanga's done it in the Premier League.
That's what level though? That
Yeah.
to be 60
He was
M's.
good. Yeah, he was good last season.
Yeah,
but we
but
know,
bro.
I was saying, when you take everything into consideration, English tax, Premier League tax, European qualified for Europe, it's like, okay, cool. I can see why it went above 45.
Oh,
Getting to 60 is a stretch.
I
Getting to
think it's
60 was probably the price they had to pay to just to get Forest to be like, okay, cool, he can go.
I think it's an uninventive signing, really. It's one of those things where it's just like, I don't believe this is the best you could have done. And worse, we know matter of factly, they wanted Mbeumo. To go from Mbeumo to Elanga and pay more or less the same fee. The gap in quality between those 2
that's-
players,
yeah.
I can't. That's a
Okay.
It's a 4.
I'll give it a 5.
That's a 4.
I'll give it a 4.5 purely because I do like Elanga, but I can't give it a 5 because he's got a ceiling.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
seen it. So he has to break through that ceiling to convince us. And I think he was actually better positioned to break through that ceiling at Forest than he was at
100%.
Newcastle.
The team fits
Newcastle,
also
yeah.
not great.
Newcastle. When I saw like they played Champions League the other day and I saw Elanga starting, I was like, Jesus, okay, are they really like that much better than like if Barnes is starting? I said, okay, cool. 4.5, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No one has even gotten a 6 yet.
Nope.
This is a bad window, dude.
Okay, well, this one might think for 62.5 million euros, Dean Huijsen, Bournemouth to Madrid. I'm going first. Overrated.
Come on, bro.
He's a good player,
Come
but bro,
on.
one good
Come
season.
on, bro.
One good season. Like
come
what
on,
is his
bro.
best attribute?
Passing.
His passing, yeah, 100%. His passing is
No,
impeccable.
on the ball, he's
It's
actually elite.
Yeah, on the ball,
He's okay.
He's,
He's elite.
one of
he's
the
elite.
best in the world in this
He's
position.
elite
Yeah.
on the ball. When you watched Madrid last season, did you think, shucks, we're one elite passer away from fixing our defense?
I think
Yes.
the defense definitely needed a passer.
Yeah, the whole team needed a passer, especially
Yeah.
after Cruz left. We needed a passer, bro.
They replaced Cruz with Huijsen.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Don't do that.
But the team in general needed
Yeah,
to
we
up
needed-
the level of
yeah,
passing quality. I
we
think that's
needed-
why,
we
even
needed
though
it.
the trend fit's not perfect, he
Yeah.
adds something else to the team. Just what players can do.
So basically,
Okay, what's your beef with Huijsen? You just think he's not good?
I just think, dude, he came from Juventus to Bournemouth rated.
Yeah.
Rated. It's like, okay, cool, this kid
Yeah.
is going to be good. He was good,
Yeah.
but like some players that we've seen move from Bournemouth to other clubs, like there's a
Like your
difference.
boy.
There's a difference between being good at Bournemouth and like going to Madrid and thing. I think he's a quality footballer.
But how do you rate his start so far though this season?
Up and down, bro. With the
Yeah,
red,
there was-
with the
there
red
was a
cards
mistake.
and
Yeah, there's
But-
obviously no fee, but he's been solid.
But the red was rescinded as well.
Yeah, he's
I
been
think
solid,
he's
bro.
a good player. I agree with you that it is a bit crazy that he went for that
62 and a
fee.
half.
But he's young. How
No.
isn't he like 20, 24?
He's 20. He's 20, 21.
He's 20.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
No, look.
he better be good for the money.
But again, it's one of those things where it's just like, to buy a centre back after one season, he's worth 60 M's. are you 100% sure that was the best?
Are you
signing
100%? Is
signed?
Hoyson
I
going to
am.
be starting for Madrid in 3 years' time?
Yes.
Yeah, no, and that's
Yes.
3 years not enough. It
Yes.
has to be 10.
I think.
It has to be 10 years.
I think.
Hoyson has to become
I
a
think he's the
Madrid
future.
mainstay.
I think he's the future
Look,
of our
that's
of
the
our
problem.
defense.
He's a Spanish centre back who's
Yeah.
joined for 60 M's.
Even that Spanish thing, a Spanish guy named Hoyson, I just don't like it, bro.
Yeah, because I think he
don't
was
like it,
born
bro.
in the Netherlands.
Nah,
The
yeah,
stat-
I don't like it, bro.
Look,
I don't like it.
There's lots of things around it, but I think he's a good player.
I don't like it.
Right? I think he's a good player. I think Madrid should have signed him. It's a good signing, but it is one of the things where he has to become a mainstay. Like anything less is like
He has to.
So what are you giving him?
No more than a 5. 5. Look, I think it's a 5 because he's a quality
We're
player.
aligned at 7 there, minimum.
Yeah, I was gonna give him an 8 personally. I was gonna give that
eight
signing
is
an 8. No, bro, he's 20.
Can I justify my 5? Can
Yeah.
I justify my 5? He's 5 because I think he can go either way, right? The same way Madrid wanted Euro last season before
Yeah.
United signed him. Like, there will be another young emerging centre back that pops up in the next 2 years that Madrid want. And if that guy comes and he's good, like, Hoyson can easily find himself as third choice again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want Eder Militao plus the next best guy. That's what the next 5 years, that's what ideally you
Yeah.
want. But I'm saying if there's another guy that crops up out of nowhere, the next Saliba, the next whatever, Madrid will go after him, and you buy that guy because they will have the funds. Then like Hoyson will be replaceable. He might find himself
I
replaceable.
think that's where I disagree. I think we spoke about a lot that it's rare to be a really great striker when you're 19 years old, like where you can start anywhere. I think it's even rarer to be a really good centre back at 20 years old. That Madrid said, no, we're signing you to
Is
start.
he
right
really
now."
good,
yeah.
or did he have a good season?
He's
Well,
really good.
Wow.
He is really,
Yes,
really good.
he's solid.
I think Hoyson would start at Barcelona. I think Hoyson would start.
Oh,
I think he will start
where
at more
Eric
teams.
Garcia starts.
I think he will start
Really?
at more teams besides Arsenal.
Really?
Think about it. Like,
Arsenal is the only team I can think of right now.
Where does Hoyson
Yeah,
not get
where
minutes?
doesn't he start?
Where can't he play? Maybe at Bayern there'll be questions, which is amazing.
Wait, no,
when
but
you say
yeah,
it out loud.
where doesn't he start?
No, but
But he
remember,
gets minutes
starting,
everywhere.
he's starting because of his attributes. But I need to see him deliver in the show. Because yes, he will start in any team now based off his season at Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Not because.
But
he's
that's a
at
great place to be at 20
Yeah,
years old.
yeah.
And I think for that reason.
But I'm saying at 20 years old, he can go either way. That's what I'm wary of. I'm wary of the fact that 2 years from now, he might not be a starter.
100% it's a gamble, right? And I think the fee for a gamble is crazy. We can agree, slightly overpriced. But for what the player is, what he represents long term, for me it's a 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
sticking
I'm
with
giving
the
it an
5.
8.
Okay. Highest rating of the day so far.
Yeah.
Another Bournemouth transfer
Yeah.
to PSG.
Zabani.
Me, Thabani. No, I'm joking. Thabani. To be fair, I'm going to be honest. I don't think I watched Thabani hoop.
Yeah, same here.
I've never watched the Bournemouth game and been like Zabani's balling.
It wasn't what
Yeah,
I've
I've never seen him like that.
As long as we're honest. As long as we're honest.
Yeah.
So, in the interest of fairness, I don't think it's a bad signing. He played in the Champions League.
Got a red card.
They signed him to not the best start. No, but they signed him because
Yeah.
they felt that he would help
So
them.
they
and
trusted him, yeah.
They're starting him in the Champions League.
Yeah.
So,
But how much did they pay for him?
63 million euros.
Impossible.
Yeah, that's
Okay, first of all, I think it's a bit scary that we all knew Hoyson was a thing. Like we were paying
Yeah,
attention.
none of
to
us.
it.
Yeah, the fact
Like,
that none of us.
In fact,
It's a three.
I'm pretty sure if we search the budget
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the
Yeah.
group, there's nothing.
I don't think anyone has spoken
So
about it.
yeah.
no one was watching Bournemouth saying, yo, this tackle Zabani made this moment.
Yeah,
No, you're
yeah.
watching Hoyson. You're looking at the 20-year setback and saying, this
Yeah.
guy is really good.
Okay.
And maybe that's an
Quality.
age thing. Maybe,
Yeah.
people tend to get excited by a younger player. You can grab the headlines. For me, again, very similar to you, is like, I wasn't paying attention to him. So I can't say he's terrible or anything like that. But for that fee, again, I'm saying it's a 6.
You should
6.5.
6.
I'll
that
give him
money,
a 4.
For that money, I should know you, bro.
Yeah, we have
I
to know
should
you.
know
Yeah,
you,
we
bro.
have to know you.
So either PSG
Yeah.
or whining, or he's a liar.
Look, I'm willing to accept that I wasn't tuned in enough to Bournemouth
How? 'Cause
throughout
you
the
tuned
entire
in
season.
everything.
No, I'm seeing
You didn't
some
miss-
menu.
you
I'm
didn't-
seeing other.
you see-
I'm
you
seeing
saw
other things.
Pelke, You
Yeah,
know
you
what's
didn't see him.
happening.
Yeah.
You didn't see him.
Yeah.
3. 3. Now, someone's
I'm 4.
lying.
I'm saying 4.
Someone's cooking the books there. Someone's cooking the books. One that you did know, that we've discussed off air, is 63.7 million. João Pedro, Brighton to Chelsea.
That's a lovely one. That's a lovely one. So Club World Cup. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I'm guilty. Guilty, not that guilty.
Yeah.
I went early on João Pedro.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. I can see it. Like he came, he's hooping. Like
He's nice
He's
though.
He's a fluid
nice,
attacker.
yeah.
But then it's that Chelsea thing of like, Chelsea are shit when no one's watching them, bro. Like when no one's watching them, people get away with murder. And I
Yeah.
feel like João Pedro is perfect for that. Like
Yeah.
Club World Cup on the stage. But then when it's like Chelsea versus like Sunderland or Palace, like what did he do in those games? I didn't hear anything about João Pedro.
Yeah.
For context, Brighton do get a lot of money for their players.
Yeah.
And they seem like a Chelsea pipeline at this point. So for that money, like Chelsea have played more for worse players, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm happy to give it a 6, personally, because I do like João Pedro.
Yeah.
And I think he knows the league to the point where he's not going to be a useless signing.
They won't flop.
And for 63 M's for that, like he if a really good João Pedro season, you're like, oh, 60 mils, that's not bad. I can see that. That's why I give it a 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, look, he's not a bad footballer at all.
Yeah.
I think only issue with João Pedro is just that he's not a 9. He's really not a 9. He's a second
Yeah.
striker.
He's a second
Yeah.
striker, yeah.
He is very, very similar to Gabriel Jesus in all the worst ways. You don't want him leading your line, sorry. You don't want to like start the game and say, who's going to score the goals for us today? No.
Pedro, yeah.
João Pedro alone. That's the person most likely to score this game.
On what he said, though, I've just thought, like, on paper, if you tell me all of Chelsea's attackers are fit, like every single attacking option that they have, the Palmers, the Garnachos, the Laps, I probably want João Pedro on the field.
Me too.
That's why I'll give it a 6, because I would.
No, he
I
starts-
think
he
he's
starts
got
in the
level of
best
quality,
Chelsea team.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
starts in the best Chelsea team.
Yeah, I'll give him a
but that
6.
being said, had Jackson stayed, is that still the case?
No.
And
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
And that's the problem with it.
So
That
you-
they've arguably downgraded.
I'm debating between the 5 and the 6. I'll give it a 5.5.
Okay.
It's a 6.
It's a 6.
I don't hate the signing. It's just
Yeah.
one of the things where it's like, he'll never be top goal scorer in the league. He's
No,
never going to
never.
be that guy. He's not going to be the striker.
He's not
that
going to
brings
be
you the league.
Chelsea's top scorer. Like, and even if he is, the numbers won't be crazy high.
You see what I'm saying?
But like, you'll enjoy watching him.
like the fact that
Like if there's no football on and Chelsea's playing, you're like, okay, cool. I can
João
watch João
Pedro.
Okay, that's a 6.
No,
That's for me.
Like
that's a
there's
6.
talent there. He'll
That's
probably
a
go to the
6.
World Cup.
That's a
Like
6.
he's not nobody.
Okay. Someone who I would turn on the TV to watch last season.
Yeah.
This season, not so much because I don't like the team he's playing for. Mohamed Kudus, West Ham to Spurs, 63.8 million. Good footballer.
7.
Good footballer. And the type of signing that I think Spurs
Had to make 100%. I think here we're all aligned. That value for money. They needed a player in that position.
He's nice.
Dude, he's a superstar in waiting. I think.
Yeah,
I
he's
just don't
nice.
know if he's young enough to get one more move
Yeah.
after this. But
No, I think he has to bang at Spurs.
like and be out of this world for that to happen.
He needs to be their Sadio Mane.
Yeah.
Like just sign from a lower club and like staple.
my only concern with him, just as a player, I don't think he's that hungry for goals. Like not enough to have that kind of season where someone says we need this guy right now. He takes it up a whole other level.
That's a Spurs thing though.
To some extent, but him as a player, like at West Ham, like you know when someone knows they're good, and like the thing isn't, he's not gonna be like a Mane where like he wants to get on the end of chances.
Yeah.
He's not hungry like that. He's not crashing the box. He's not doing any of those
But he
things.
knows he can do it.
He can, but is that because that's where he'd have to evolve. Where off the ball, Kudus is someone you're looking to say, fuck, if he gets through here, he wants it ball to feet all the time. It's almost he trusts himself in one way almost too much. I think it's a great signing, but I don't think he's going further than Spurs.
So what
right
would
now.
you give the
It's an 8.
8?
8.5 even. I think Kudus is really great. I think he's better than everyone else at Spurs right now. Like there's no one else that they could have signed better than him. So they've met a need.
True.
But it's kind of just like
I look at that
what
money.
changes? Are they gonna win anything with him? Is anything gonna happen
Yeah.
with him at Spurs?
I look at that money. I'm happy to give it a 7.5, purely because I don't think we've seen the best of Kudus. So, we don't know if we've seen the best of Kudus. So what if like the best at West Ham is like maybe that's just Kudus' story actually. Really good guy, but not a level raiser. Remember, he's gone to Spurs to be a level raiser,
Yeah,
not to be a good guy at West Ham.
I get you.
And maybe he's actually closer to a seeding than we think. I'm happy to be wrong. So I'll give it a 7.5 because I think to get West Ham's second best player after Bowen, 63 M's, like that's
No, it's
a
quality.
7.5. Yeah,
It's a good
7.5.
signing.
I'll give him 7.
7.
Yeah.
No
I
complaints.
I think there's no world where they regret the signing.
No
which is-
complaints.
Yeah.
Player who's not getting 7 from me. From Leipzig to Spurs for 65 million euros. So almost the opposite of what we've just said about Kudus.
Yeah.
Is Javi Simons, right? So I think for that money, if you're going to go outside of the borders of England to go get a player for 65 million, okay, cool, he's passed the Thabani test where we know him. But beyond that,
definitely
like,
know.
what has this kid done? Like, this is a glimpses player for the last 4 or 5 years, passed around Europe like a blunt, you know? I'm not sold on Simmons to Spurs.
Yeah.
I get the idea, right? Madison, long-term injury, focal point.
Kulusevski's injured as well.
Kulusevski. So you do need
The signing makes sense.
you do need someone who's going to take the ball and take the game on. But the guy moans a lot. I don't think he's got the best attitude. Oh, I sound like Graham Souness. But like, yeah, don't let Sivan Sheiks hear that. But like, yeah, I'm not sold on Xavi Simons. I don't.
No, neither am I.
I said in the group, it doesn't give me.
Yeah.
Look, I think the unfortunate thing is that Xavi Simons also has the one Nicky tag attached to him. Right, it's like we've known about Xavi Simons for a very, very long time.
Yeah, true.
Since I was in high school, bro.
Yeah, like there's this guy. He's from Barca's academy. He's gone to PSG. He's gonna be the next big thing, and you watch him, and every time you're like, am I gonna see why that was the case? Why there was so much hype? Why there was so much belief? You know, like, there's lots of other one kids coming through now. You didn't hear much about them before, but when they play, they're immediately impactful.
Yeah.
You know, look no further than Lamine Yamal or Dalman. You know, for the future. Ethan O'Neary, there's players. There's always players. Hell, United have one. JJ Gabriel. Like there's players who are making noise and who you almost think will be more impactful than Xavi Simons. I think he has a lot to figure out for where his career is going. Because if this move doesn't work, I worry for the guy. I really do.
If it doesn't work, I'll be back.
I really do. But
in the seat as well.
Also, for 65M, it's one of those where it's just like, dude, you're going to have to be at Spurs for like the next 4 years, and you need to be so good that the top clubs are calling after this. That has to be the next step.
He's an established pro now. Like,
No,
not-
he's got too
he
much
plays for
XP,
Holland. He's
yeah.
played at the Euros.
Yeah,
he's played in the Champions League.
it must be plausible that in like 3-4 years' time,
Bayern wanted him. Like,
that
yeah.
Barca are saying
His next
we
Bayern
need to
have
bring
to come
Xavi
fetch him.
Simons back here.
Yeah.
We need to
Yeah.
like those kinds of conversations.
I'm giving it a 4.
4.5.
Oof.
4.5.
Look, I think squad fit matters. I don't think he's a terrible footballer. It's just he hasn't delivered. He feels like he's getting into João Pique's territory. It's just like there's technique, there's talent, but are you going to do anything? It's a 5.5.
Okay.
I want to believe he's gonna get something out of this.
I'll go to 5.
Yeah, it's like not a bust, but yeah.
Okay. Next one, I put my hands up. Grossly overestimated how much he actually cost. But in 13, for 65.8 million euros, Victor Gyökeres to Arsenal. We had a bit of a discussion off air about what we truly think about Gyökeres. I think how I value this signing is what he was brought to do. That's it. I'm not judging him for what he's done, unfortunately. He's too old for me to like, it's not a potential thing.
Yeah.
He's signed to deliver now. So for 65 M's, you sign a striker, like I need goals. And I think based on what I've seen in the early stages of Arsenal career, I don't know if all those goals will be there. So I'm struggling to give it more right now than a 7, purely because like, for him to be 8-9 is for him to be competing with Haaland for Golden Boot.
No, he can't be more than a 7.
Yeah.
Not right now. Definitely not.
I let's have a conversation in the season. I think my rating might even go lower.
Yeah.
After
So
full season.
what's your rating now?
Right now, 6.75. Purely because no. Purely, I'm not going to neglect what he's currently doing. I think Arsenal are still learning to play with him. He's available. He scored a couple of goals. He seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders. Like he's not bad for the team, right? But he hasn't made Arsenal better. I'm taking it down to a 6 now that I've said that out loud. He hasn't made Arsenal better, so I can't give him more than a 6. Because he's played, 10, 12 games? I've not watched Arsenal this season and thought, okay, cool, that's something they didn't have last season.
Yeah.
I still see them going to their wingers. I still see them very solid in midfield. But in terms of this new 9, nothing yet. So 6 for me right now. For that money. Had they signed him for 40 million and we didn't know anything about this guy, he came as the Golden Boot winner, bro. He was at the Ballon d'Or ceremony getting a trophy.
Yeah.
I need more.
No, and look, I think that's fair. The reason I said 15 is because ultimately the expectations are low for a 65M signing. Ultimately. Like, he's not a Golden Boot winner. He's not. And that's okay. For me, at least. I think if you start comparing him to other strikers that moved this past window, I think that's where the frustration might start to settle in. We had a conversation about where players could have gone, if players joined the right team. Obviously, the conversation around if you spend another 20 million, you get a Kitike. And it's just like, surely that would have been a bit better for you guys. And that's probably the case. But if you have a finite amount of money, you have 65 M's, you have to get a striker. You get the striker who was at the Ballon d'Or ceremony. I believe Arsenal won the league with him.
Yeah.
It's a 7.
Yeah,
It's just a 7.
I
think
I agree with you. I think I'll give it a 7. I have been underwhelmed by the amount of goals that he scored so far and him as a goal-scoring threat. But at the same time, like you said, I don't think you said he hasn't made us better, but he hasn't made us worse.
Yes.
Which
He's maintained the
yeah,
level.
Yeah,
But I don't
which,
think he's- I don't think
he's maintained the level.
which is something that we can't, just look past. And I like his attitude. Do you know what I mean? I think he himself knows he has to do more.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to see
Look,
in a player. I
he's
honestly
a
think
good player to have.
Yeah,
and right now, with the Havertz injury, with the Jesus injury, there's no Gyökeres. Arsenal need to bring in someone.
And I think
he's here to be that guy.
For Arsenal, like what Khanya said, right? I don't necessarily think we needed a 9 to score us 30 plus goals, right? But I feel like for most Arsenal fans, they just wanted a pure 9 for peace of mind, bro. Just to know, okay, cool, we've got someone who is a 9, because we haven't had that guy for a while. Like you said,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jesus,
but for peace
we
of
can't
mind,
call
bro,
Jesus a
like
9.
65 M's.
Hey man, when you ball it, you
Yeah,
ball it.
you bro, like the market is the market, king.
Don't flex on me when it comes to Rats. Don't. I'm the wrong guy for that one. I'm the wrong guy for that one.
But no, I hear your point, but I'm going to give it a 7 because I do still think he will score. I think he can score 20 goals. I'm not saying he will, but I think he can.
All I will say is that because of his age, he's only really got this season and next season.
Why?
You don't think Arsenal will be in the market for another goal scorer in 3 years from now? If he doesn't bang?
I think one of Jesus or Havertz leaves anyway. I think
That's
another striker will arrive at Arsenal in 2 years' time.
That's what I'm saying. So another one is coming. So then, like, if he doesn't bang this season and next season there's still question marks, you're going to be on the market again after spending 65 million. It's like a Hoyland signing. Like, why that? You shouldn't be in that position. If Arsenal 2 years from now are looking for a striker, then this is a bad signing.
Is that to do with him or just the rest of the squad?
Bro, you've signed a striker
I
for
think it's
65
slightly
million.
different, yeah.
You're not signing him to sell him in 2 years' time.
Okay.
It's unacceptable. You cannot accept that. I'm telling you.
I hear you. I'll let it slide for now. 7. That's my rating.
Okay, I've got a 6, you've got a 7. Okay, so I don't think anyone thinks it's a bad signing, but I guess you heard difference in expectation levels.
Yeah.
One we're going to gloss over very quickly. Player I don't like at all. I don't rate him. Matteo Retegui is in the top 12. 68.25 million from Atalanta to Al Qadsiya, which I hope is in Saudi. Might be somewhere else.
It's
I
in
hope it's in
Qatar.
Saudi.
It's in
It's in
Qatar.
Qatar, you see.
Yeah.
I even got the country wrong. I don't care about the signing.
Yeah, no comment.
No comment. I'll let it slide. I don't rate Retegui at all.
I don't know how to rate it. Like, what are we talking
Yeah, what
about?
are we exactly? We don't know this.
Like-
we
No,
don't know
I
his
just don't
team.
rate Retegui.
No,
So
no,
I-
No, but I'm saying we don't know his team.
I'm saying he's
Yeah.
gone.
Actually,
he's
I
gone to
can-
Qatar.
I can-
None of us are gonna watch a
Yeah,
Qatari league
yeah.
game from now till maybe we all turn 45.
Yeah.
So what's the job?
no, I
what,
can-
what are we judging?
Yeah.
this
It's
on?
fine, I can rate
Yeah.
it.
It's a good sale for Atalanta.
It's a good sale for Atalanta,
Yeah.
but it's a terrible buy for Al Qadsiya.
Why?
What if he's
Because I've
bowling
watched
there, bro?
Retegui play, he's not worth 68.25 million. That's how I know. That's
Okay.
I'll tell you for free. I don't rate Retegui.
Gyökeres Retegi.
Gyökeres.
Okay, no.
I'd rather these niggas paid 120M for Gyökeres than 68 for Retegui.
Okay, so we're saying Retegi is what, like a 5 then? Just by default.
I'll give Retegui a 3.5. Because I think he's under 30.
I'll give him a 5. Maybe his profile does something for the Qatari league.
I'll check
Who
his
knows?
age after this. I'll make my mind
Yeah,
up.
I don't
But
know.
He's
No
like,
comment.
he's not old.
How is he going to get out of
No
there?
comment.
He's not old. He's not
How-
old.
How's he going to get out of there? Yeah,
That's for him to figure out.
In the 11th spot,
Yeah.
a player that I had rated very highly, a move that I like, and what should be a proper needle mover from a squad perspective, from a belief perspective, from a league perspective, for 69.3 million euros. Eberechi is from Crystal Palace to Arsenal.
How much?
69.3, just under 70.
I hate Euros, yeah. It sounds a lot bigger than it should be.
69.3 for Eze.
Yeah,
You
is
can
it?
start, you can
Homecoming
start.
King. Homecoming King. Look, the signing narrative-wise is beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
Stealing a player from somebody else's dopamine boost is crazy. I was at work function when I saw that we were getting him. I was going crazy. I promise you, I heard gospel just before. It's gonna sound ridiculous. I heard a gospel song. I was like,
I hate these guys.
I promise you. I heard a
these
gospel
guys.
song playing. I was like, why the hell are they playing this now? I checked my phone after that. I was like, dog, this is God's will. This was God's plan for Eze to come to the Arsenal.
How old
and
is
live.
Eze?
He's 27. 27 years old.
So, I think age 27, Eze is one of the better players in the league, right? As in, what he can do is like, he's got a differentiator from a lot of good players. So he can be very good. The reason I like it is because, okay, cool, not that Palace and Arsenal are competing, but when you take a good player away from the opposition, so like, Eze is no longer on the radar for Spurs, Chelsea, City. Like, he's not on the radar. They can't get stronger by signing Eze. Now you have him, bro. And he's still that same guy that we all rated. I think it's good. Like, it's good. Then you go on to the culture fit. Like, he's a good fit for Arsenal. He's an Arsenal fan. So it's like, okay, cool. This is good for the entire squad's morale.
Yeah.
I don't think he arrives with a lot of pressure. I think it's a feel-good signing where he's now like, he has to prove himself more than he has to prove himself to Arsenal more than anything. He has to show that I'm worth 70 M's.
Yeah.
Which will require a change in his play style and will require more output from him. But I think he's capable of doing that.
Definitely.
So what rating would you give that signing?
I give that a 7.5.
And you, Khanya?
I think it's an 8.
I think I give it a 7.5.
I think I'll give it a 7. Like, I rate Eze a lot, but at the same time...
Actually, I'm lying. Can't be an 8.
Yeah,
because I don't know if he actually plays in Arsenal's best 11.
Yeah,
and that's a bit of a sticking
And
point.
for me personally, like, I want Arsenal to sign a player who wants to be the best. Do you get what I mean? Seeing Eze so far, don't get me wrong. Like, he's a great player, but I don't think he's coming into this team on some like I'm going to be the best player.
Guy, yeah.
Yeah, and
no, almost like happy to be there.
Exactly. Just
I get what you're saying.
and I don't like that personally. If I'm paying that type of money for you, like, I want you to come in. Like,
so
with what, for example, Khanya to United, we'll probably speak about that.
Yeah.
But you see Khanya is coming into that squad on some. Both him and Wim were like, yo,
we want to be
the best. And I see a bit of that in Guekeres, even though we know he's not the best right now. But you can see he's looking at himself like, okay, cool, I have to be the guy.
Yeah.
I feel like Eze is, like you said, bro, it's a feel good signing. He's jumping in on some, okay, I'm riding the wave. I'm gonna perform well, do well.
Like, I'll be a piece.
Yeah, but I want him to.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Look, I think the unfortunate thing for him is that had he gone to Spurs, he's playing every single game.
Yeah.
There's no Xavi Simons there in that world. Spurs are probably better off for it as well. So they are. You can have questions about, like, the logistics. Again, 70 million euros is a lot.
It is.
For any
to get the best player from a Premier League team was the justification I was given for someone who we're going to talk about. So that's why I put that into perspective.
No, look,
To
again,
get the best player from Crystal Palace who finished in Europe.
yeah, look, if we're talking about value for money, what that really means, I think it does get a bit difficult to, to really get, is this a fair fee? Could also gotten a better deal had they looked elsewhere. Is that plausible?
What do you think?
I think anyone else would have been a gamble if you were to get, like, a cheaper player who maybe has a higher ceiling. I'm happy that Arsenal went for Eze. I'm happy we went for the Premier League proven player. I'm happy we just bit the bullet and paid the fee. But it's one of those things where, again, for me, the big sticking point why it can't be an 8 is just, as Rindai said, Eze doesn't start for Arsenal in their very best 11, in my opinion.
Right now.
Yeah.
He will turn himself into that.
He has to become that player.
Yeah.
I believe he will.
And
I genuinely believe April comes, Champions League crunch time, pushing
So what
for the
do you
league.
think Odegaard's?
That's going to be a big problem for
Because
them.
that's what
I think
I
another
wanna
Odegaard
know.
injury is going to help you guys more than...
No, but I'm saying, like, in our best 11, is he...
that's who
he
he's
benching
replacing.
Odegaard? That's what I'm asking you. Is he
I think
replacing
it's one of
Odegaard?
those, then you turn into Real Madrid where you're like, okay, cool, we have to get our best players on the pitch, so let's put him left wing, but let him... Because you want Eze on the pitch crunch time of the season, more than you want Odegaard on the pitch. You'll want Odegaard because he's been there, but we all watched Odegaard in the clash last season. I don't think unless Odegaard changes a lot this season, I don't expect much more from him. I think Eze will give you that spark. That, like,
I hope he does.
give me the ball, let me produce.
I hope he
Odegaard
does.
was give me the ball so I can get it to someone else. That's his thing. That's how he plays football. And I have nothing against that. But I'm saying Eze will be like, okay, give me the ball. I'm going to make something happen.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm cherry picking. The assist for Martinelli against Man City in the 80 minute, Odegaard's not picking up in a deep lying position and
And
playing
then
a
play
clip
that
ball
pass.
over the top.
Yeah.
He's
So
not,
he's a lot more daring.
That was a good assist.
Odegaard's got the potential, like he's got the ability, but it's not in his game to give me the ball, search, play that ball.
Yeah.
Odegaard would still want to play to the phases. And
Isn't playing with enough risk.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Like,
I think
something that Bruno does
And then-
really
Yeah.
well.
you're talking about an Arsenal team.
Bruno can win you a game from nowhere else.
Yeah.
You're talking about
Yeah.
an Arsenal team that's clearly doing this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to get over the line at the end of the season, it's going to take something that you haven't had before.
Yeah.
And when you get to that semi-final this season against whoever, you're going to need that Eze pass, that pass again from Eze, not the Odegaard who's going to help
Move it
you
to
keep the
Saka.
ball and you see what I'm
And
saying?
recycle.
So I really back Eze, and I'll put on the podcast. By the time the season ends, Eze will be Arsenal's best player.
Okay.
Our best player.
So for you,
Clip it,
what's the signing out of 10?
7.5.
Wait,
Okay.
you think he's going to be our best player?
He's gonna be like, you're gonna be like, holy shit, thank God we signed Eze.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no, look.
I'll give it a 7.
I'm thinking to a 7. Maybe
No,
over
no,
time.
no. What did I say?
7.5.
Yeah, 7.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just say 8
Yeah.
to back my
Yeah,
chance.
if you believe he's
I
going to
think
be our best player, he
if
has
he's
to
gonna
be an 8,
he's going to
bro.
be one of the signings of the season.
Yeah.
Okay.
And not Premier League, as in like, okay, cool. Arsenal, if they do well in the Champions League and win the league, it's like, holy, we wouldn't have done this had we not strengthened our squad and got a player like Eze.
Okay.
Thank God we got Eze.
Wow.
That's what I expect. But another signing, Arsenal splashed the cash this year, 70 million euros. Martin Zubimendi, player that I like. Yeah, that's it.
Look, Zubimendi fits like there's a gap in the squad.
Yeah.
Right. Number 5 left the club. You needed to sign somebody, and he fits like a glove.
Is he better than Partey?
Different player.
I think at the end of where they are in their careers, yes, I think he is. I think at his very best, probably not yet, but he's younger. There's still time. He is slightly different as well as Tab pointed out. I don't have a single issue with the signing, honestly. Like for me, perfect fit. It's exactly what the manager
So
wanted.
what rating are you
And
giving
on
us?
top of that, you made him. He turned down Liverpool for us. That's a
Yeah.
9.
9.
That's a 9.
9 is crazy, bro.
9 is crazy.
Bro,
9 is crazy.
9 is crazy.
But-
9
Bro,
is crazy.
that
9 is the
he-
level before 10, though. You know that, right?
Bro, he is like a mainstay in the side. We're not gonna sign another guy to replace him. Right now, if he gets injured, you don't know who even starts there. It's no God. Like that guy is so important to the team immediately.
No, he is.
From the moment he
He
landed.
is, but
Like,
I don't think
is
that
your-
warrants a 9 rating.
What's
though,
your
just
issue with
because-
the signing?
No, I have no
No, he
issue with the
doesn't have
signing,
issue with signing.
but like you
Actually,
said,
man.
So
like
what would you give
we
him?
needed him, right?
I think
Yeah.
we have the same rating.
He was fitting in a gap. It's
Yeah.
different from Izzy. Do you get what I mean? Izzy, we have
I-
players who play in
I
his position.
think
right?
you
we
said-
needed Zubimendi. Without him,
You sign a player who's immediately pivotal to your team. Your team does really well with the player. I don't know how. Like, only
Okay,
reason
nah,
only reason he's not a 10 is because I don't think he is
I don't think.
undeniably like the
Yeah,
best in his position.
yeah, I don't
in the
think.
league.
Yeah, I don't
But
think.
he's close.
I don't think he's good enough to be a 9.
What is
I
he?
agree with everything that you said, but just him as a player, I don't think he's good enough to be a 9.
I
Which is
hear
why-
that.
Which is
I
why
hear
you give
that.
him a...
A 7.5.
Okay, I go for 8 because...
Okay.
Okay, I'll go 8. Let me not hate.
No,
In fact, no.
Yeah, okay. I give him an 8 because Arsenal is one of the best teams in the world,
Yeah.
and you're gonna pay that sort of money to sign a starter.
Yeah.
He's a star.
No, he
barring any injury or any like theatrics from Arteta, starts every game this season.
Yeah.
Every game he's fit, he starts.
But how
Arsenal.
good? How good do you think? Like just as a footballer.
As a
now,
footballer, I don't rate him.
how much do you rate him?
I don't rate
Like,
him higher than a lot of midfielders in his position, but he's at the table with them. But I'm saying to start for Arsenal,
Yeah.
he's going to do exactly what Arteta needs him to do.
Yeah.
And to start in this Arsenal team, you're going to pay 70 million.
Okay.
So I don't mind. It's an 8.
Yeah. So
It's an 8.
my last point: who would you get instead of him? For me, there's no one else.
No, it definitely was the perfect signing.
Yeah,
like I said,
so-
my only issue is
Like
his,
I have
his
no
actual level.
notes. They said you signed him. He works. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a good deal. He's by the way, on our list, that was number 10, right? So
Okay.
now we're in the top 10 within.
most
So
expensive
I
transfer.
do
right?
think like in the interest of the episode, like, we have to look at the top 10 a little bit different. Like you are now top 10 most expensive signings.
Yeah.
Fair
No,
enough.
you meant to be one of the guys.
So I'm going to
Yeah,
name
world
all the
football.
where they rank. So
Yeah.
number 9 for 70 million euros, Luis Diaz to Bayern.
5.
I
Why? Wait, why? Why? Because in an earlier episode, we were cooking Gakpo. You literally said, and I quote, "I don't see anyone being scared of Gakpo on the left wing."
Yeah.
This is one of the better left wings in Europe.
for me, it's a 7. What it's worth.
No, okay, let me explain myself.
Please
right?
do.
You hate Diaz.
First, no,
That's crazy.
not that I hate Diaz, right? But even when he was at Liverpool, I feel like when they first signed him, he was hot. I
was highly rated.
When
He
he
was highly
first came
rated.
into the
Yeah,
Premier
he was
League,
highly
like,
rated.
okay,
Yeah.
we haven't really, you get what I mean? We could see he had that special something. And then after that, he just died down, bro. He
His
died
dad
down.
got
His-
kidnapped.
No.
Things were happening. He got injured.
Tell him his dad
Yeah,
came back.
his dad's back, bro. Okay, but regardless, I don't give a damn about his dad.
Let me
You
tell
get
you
what I mean?
something.
Sorry to his dad.
If your
but I
dad
don't
get
care about his
kidnapped,
dad.
you don't think well that's fun. I'll tell you that right now. Everything's going wrong.
Yeah,
Everything.
back.
That
Everything.
kid back,
Yeah,
Khanya,
but
you
the
act
dad
like
was back.
he wasn't kidnapped for
That's
years, bro.
crazy.
If that is back, bro. And
Nah,
if that-
I'm hearing you.
and we- and if that is also too excited, bro.
Too excited to do what? To be back? To be
No, not
free?
to be back. Just him as a James, bro.
So that's why it's a 5. Wait, you haven't made your point. You haven't made your point. Is that why it's a 5?
You brought up the kidnapping. I didn't bring up the kidnapping. Let me explain why it's a 5, right? So I was saying that, right, to say that I felt a bit hoodwinked by Luis Diaz. You get what I mean?
I get
because
you.
when he first arrived
There
at
was a
Liverpool,
lot of
I
noise.
thought, yeah,
There was a drop off.
and to be honest, like there is a reason why Liverpool sold him. You get what I mean? I feel like if they really valued him and they're like, okay, cool, we
would've
really
given
need
him
this
money
guy.
to keep
They wouldn't have sold him, right? And for me, I don't like this revisionism. You know, now that he's at Bayern, everyone was acting like, wow, Diaz is this amazing player. Why not? Nah, bro, would you call his Liverpool transfer? Was that a success?
Yes.
How much
Why?
they pay for
Why?
him? How much they pay for him?
Like less than 60. Made a
No,
profit.
I'm not even speaking about profit, right? I'm just saying in general. Why are you saying that's a success?
I think he played more than like 65% of the games he was available for. He was.
It's a success because he was available.
Whoa. You asked me a question. He played a lot of the games he was available for. I think he was also an option across the front, well, the 2 positions in the front 3. He played as a 9 when Darwin Núñez was doing terribly. He sacrificed a lot of his game to play as that false 9 out wide, up front. He was a threat out wide. He did perform in big games. The one thing about Diaz is not perform as in like always on the score sheet, goals and assists, but like he's one of those players where like, okay, cool, Diaz is playing. Like, you have to watch what he's doing. I don't think losing him made any Liverpool fans lose sleep, especially what they use the funds for. But had they sold Gakpo and kept Diaz, number one, Liverpool's a better team.
100%.
But
100%.
But two, like Gakpo is a lot more forgettable. Like Diaz is still a good left winger, and the people at Bayern thought that as well, which is why they spent this money.
No, 100%. He is a good left
So
winger.
to answer your question, yes, it was just about
But
success.
I don't think he's a 70 million winger because how old is Diaz too?
He's like 28.
Yeah, he's old, bro. And I'm
So
number
1 year
2.
older than Rashford?
No, I think in the Bundesliga he's a threat.
Many levels below
You get what I
Rashford,
mean?
though.
He's a Bundesliga threat, but
Many
in a
levels
in
below
a in a big Champions League game, right? For me, let me finish. For me, that's the difference, and that's why I'm not too scared of.
Clip it.
Yeah,
Clip it.
I'll say this with my chest. That's why I'm not too scared of Bayern because the only player that I'm scared of when I look at Bayern is Kane.
And
Olise?
Musiala, my boy.
Yeah, when he comes back, right?
Olise?
But Olise is good. Don't get me wrong.
Who's better,
Him-
Olise or Diaz?
Olise by
Okay,
far,
yeah,
by far,
Olise.
by far,
By far. You guys don't rate Diaz, clearly.
I don't rate
You
him.
just said he's many
I
levels
told you
below
5.
Rashford.
I
He is.
told you that's a 5. I don't rate him. He's not a 70
Okay.
million
Oh, look,
player.
so
he is below Rashford.
The biggest
too.
issue with Diaz to
He said
Bayern,
many levels below Rashford.
he is
I
levels
agree.
below
I agree.
Rashford. I don't think you know what Rashford is, bro.
I
Like, for
agree.
real.
Oh, they're telling me I don't know Rashford. Okay, yeah.
MR10, please. Remember,
14, bud. 14.
remember, I went from hating Rashford to being the biggest Rashford fan in the group.
Yeah.
That's because when you hate on someone for that long and you actually watch
What-
them, eventually things have to change.
What do you rate the Diaz signing?
So I think I said 7 before. I was lying. My fault.
Yeah.
So my thing with Diaz is you can't pay 70 million for Luis Diaz, bro.
Yeah, you can't. Not for Luis Diaz, exactly.
He's not the level of 70 million signing, unfortunately. But
Clip it.
he is really good. He fits Bayern really well. They needed an outlet, right? They just lost Sane, Coman. Is Coman still there? He's gone now.
went to Qatar.
Okay,
Saudi.
yeah. So they don't have a winger like Coman. Like they needed to sign someone like that
Yeah.
who's proven, who's
Yeah.
played in Europe. They didn't want to take the risk on Bayern. They didn't want Liao, so they went for him. It's a good move. They needed a player like that. He fits the team really well. I think when it comes to big games, he's going to play a huge part. The fee is the issue, though. And I'm saying, talking about value for money, it's 6.5.
Yeah.
Maybe a 6.3. Like it's good. It's good, but he's not worth 70 million.
He's not worth 70 million, and I don't think that's gonna get them. He's not gonna get them over the curb. He's not gonna give them the Champions League, in my opinion.
I think.
And if
I think
you're not
Bayern
giving them the
are-
Champions League,
Wait.
then
That's where we disagree. I think Bayern are favorites of the Champions League right now.
what?
Whoa.
That's what I think.
Even I know that. Even as a Bayern
Really?
fan, I'll tell you we're not favorites. for the
Favorites?
That's what I think.
Name the starting midfield. I'll give you time to think about it. Luis Diaz to Bayern is a 7.
Wait.
Clearly-
What is Kanye's rating? Because you said 7.
6.3.
6.3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a 7 because, again, you're signing a a Liverpool starter. Liverpool just won the league, bro. Like, not a bench player. A Liverpool starter. They just won the league. To come start for your team. He's not a rotate. You're signing a player who starts to come start. A lot of these moves, if you go back in them, some of them are bench players, some of them are options. But this is a starting for the best team, or not the best team, the winning team in England to come start on your team. He's also hit the ground running. Whether he sustains it or not has nothing to do with my rating. I think losing Coman, losing Sané, the inconsistency of Gnabry, losing Thomas Muller, like Bayern needed an attacker that they can depend on after Kane, who they have in Elise. But like, and now I feel like Diaz is like, okay, cool, they've got a front three. Before it was always like, oh, they've got Kane, then they signed Elise. Okay, now they've got Kane and Elise, but who else? Muller's a rotation player, Sané is in and out, Gnabry's in and out, Coman's always injured. Now they have a front three, an established front three. And I think to sign a player to help you establish a front three, I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
And I don't mind the price. Like, anything more than 70 is too much.
It's a good signing, honestly.
Anything more than 70 is too much.
Yeah, like again, it's one of those things where the age is the slight concern.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna look back in like maybe two years time and be like, the money you guys gave him, it might look a bit hectic.
Yeah. And then we'll just cash in Saudi, bro.
That's all it is.
I think he couldn't believe that Bayern wanted him and spent so much money on him.
Well,
I'm sure he was shocked.
They cycled through the options. They just felt that this was the best way to go. And I think it'll pay off.
Yeah.
It's just how long the signing looks like a good signing. That's my thing.
Okay. Well, we're in the big money now. At number 8 for 74.2 million euros from Wolves to Manchester United. It is Matheus Cunha.
Huge fan of the player. 7.
9.
9. Okay, there's going to be a lot of spotlight on me.
Yeah.
Because of previous episodes. I'll be as fair and rational as possible. He's a fantastic footballer. Very good footballer. Not sold on the fit, unfortunately. I don't know, in the current Man United and preparing for if Ruben Amorim tanks, I don't know what we're going to do with Cunha. But I'd rather have him on my team than not have him. I can't give it anything more than 7.5, purely because his primary function is not to score goals. And from what I've seen, I don't think it's to create goals either. Like, I feel like he's the only one right now on this Man United team whose job is just to go be good. Like when you get the ball, like, ball out. I know what Mbuemo's being asked to do. I know what Sesko's being asked to do. I know what Ahmad is being asked to do. I know what Bruno Fernandes is being asked to do right now. Cunha is more like, dude, he's so good. Like, he's got to play. So I'm still not sold on the fit. And I did say in the group, I think it's a lot of money. Again, you're talking about getting... I'll be fair and rational. Just like with Arsenal, getting Crystal Palace's best player, we took Wolves' best player. Very big difference in what they achieved last season. But we put him on a massive contract with no European football. So if he does improve Man United and we qualify for Europe, like I said to you, like, where does he go then? We put him on another, like, stupid, like, Rashford deal where he's essentially not incentivized to do anything.
Yeah.
He'll be on 300 grand a week in 2 years' time, playing Champions League football, fingers crossed. Then, like, what do you do with that sort of player? With that, so I don't know if it is the best bit of business. On the contrary, though, I'd much rather see the ball go to Cunha's feet than Garnacho's feet.
Yeah, that's not even a question.
So I'm enjoying upgraded. Yeah, I'm saying I'm enjoying Man United. I can watch Man United again because at least, for the love of God, whether we win or lose, I'm enjoying the footballers. Like, I know when you get the ball, something can happen. So with all that I've put into context, I'll give it a 7.5.
Okay.
He's also versatile, right?
Yeah.
So he will give us options. He's not like stuck to he can only play in one place. So 7.5 meaning, let's assume we lose all our strike. Just Sesko? Oh no, there's Xerxes. Let's assume like no one can play striker. Okay, can you put Cunha there? Which Mvu did say. He did say it. Even though I'm saying he wasn't signed to be a striker, he can do that. So can't give it more than 7.5 because I'm not sold on the fit.
Okay.
But you sign a good player.
Quality is
and
undeniable.
Man United are a better footballing team now than they were 6 months ago.
That's how I'd give him a 9.
Yeah.
I feel like he's definitely talented.
For that money, is the 9 because of the player or the money?
Both.
Okay.
Both. I feel like
both.
Okay,
that means you think he's like 100 million.
Let me.
Yeah.
I definitely think he's a 70. How much? 74?
74.2.
Yeah, I think he's a 74 million euro player for sure. But the reason why I give him a 9 is because I feel like United needed more of those type of players. Do you get what I mean? Players that have that
Talisman.
aura. Do you get what I mean? Even if you look, I think the last time you guys had, multiple players with aura, when you still had Pogba, you had Zlatan, even though,
The
they
results
didn't take
weren't
you.
there,
Yeah, the results weren't there, but at least we knew. Okay, cool.
There was
Where
quality,
yeah,
though.
they're people we can
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
United
yeah.
for, right?
Yeah.
I feel like before Khanya came, you guys you were just giving us, fake star boys, bro. Like Ahmad, and I read Ahmad. Don't get me wrong, but Ahmad has zero aura. I'm not looking at Ahmad like he's a good player, bro. But you know what I mean? I'm not turning on the TV to watch Ahmad personally.
You should.
Yeah, no, I'm not
I
turning.
should.
And
I
I feel
hear
like
you 100%.
Bruno was the only guy in your team who had that aura, and now I feel like with the addition of Khanya, it's like, okay, cool, you've got someone with that, flavor. And that's what United's about, bro. Do you get what I mean? You can't be telling us about Ahmad, bro, as like, wow. You know what I mean? I remember when he first came up, all these United fans were like, wow, we've got our new guy. Ahmad, like, bro, come on, bro. Ahmad is a church boy, bro. You know what I mean? He looks like a church boy. No aura. Good player.
Okay, question. Does Cunha start for any other top sides?
It depends. It goes
We
back
don't
to the
know.
argument we
We've
had.
got-
Like,
Yeah.
where? For who?
Yeah.
So cool.
But-
Had Arsenal signed Cunha for 74 million, I think there would be a bit of a dilemma because he can't play left wing as they can. So it's like, okay, cool, we've signed Cunha as a midfielder.
Yeah.
He was not going to be your backup striker because you already had, take out Gyökeres, you already had Havertz and Jesus.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, he's only
He's
a
gonna
midfielder.
play as a 10.
Can Rice, Odegaard, Cunha, it wasn't going to work.
It's going to be Rice, Zubimendi, and you bench Odegaard, you play Cunha as a 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
But
are
but-
Arsenal better in that world?
But I'm saying
I
like,
think yes.
with
Yeah, I think we
Arsenal-
are. I think we are.
I don't
bro.
think so, bro.
I think we are.
I mean,
Not
in
because I
certain,
don't
in certain
rate
games, though.
Cunha. Yeah, but I'm
Certain
saying
games.
it's
I
It's
think
not,
we
it's not
are.
like it's not a universal fit.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's
So
the
I
only
think
issue.
Arsenal would have been in a bit of trouble. You know where Cunha would have been very good this season, in my belief? Liverpool.
What
I think
position?
playing where Wirtz is playing. Purely because, can I tell you why? Can I tell you why? Because I think where Wirtz doesn't have the legs to just go past midfielders, Wirtz is stuck right now, always
Yeah.
having to look for a pass. He doesn't have the legs to
Yeah.
gallop past those. Whereas in a team like Liverpool, as long as he had the security behind him, give the ball to Cunha. Cunha will get the ball to your Salahs, your Ekitikes. But when the ball gets to the box, I also think Cunha is a much bigger threat than Wirtz.
Okay.
Maybe five
But-
times the threat.
Yeah, but I just feel like you guys just needed Cunha. Do you get what I mean?
No,
Like,
no.
No,
I
We
agree
also,
with you.
we also need to
As
speak
a-
about
like,
the signing
his
in the
general level
context
of quality.
of
Yeah.
Man United. Do you get what I mean? We have
Yeah.
to speak about
Yes,
it in the
we
context
needed-
of
yes,
the club,
we needed
which
a-
is why I'm giving it a 9 because
Oh,
you
so
guys,
you
you
talking
guys
about-
need.
Yeah, okay,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? You need
Okay,
him, bro.
That's
you need him.
fair analysis.
You get what I mean?
I'll stick with my 7.5. But like, if Cunha ends the season as our best player, like, whoever wants to email me, send me a WhatsApp, I was wrong, I'll take it, bro. I'll
Okay.
take it.
And-
but I need to get there first.
Okay.
What
Let's
rating
get
are you
it.
giving Cunha?
No, I'm happy with just a straight 7. Like he's
Straight
really
7,
good,
okay.
but similar to Tab, there are just
Okay.
reservations about exactly where do you fit. Do you suit every single game state? Like there's just things where you can see a world where United aren't playing Cunha and you know exactly why he's not playing that game.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
In a parallel universe, we're doing an episode on strikers, best strikers in the world, who should have gone where. And we're going to be talking about this guy in that parallel universe. So I'm expecting a very high rating from someone here on the panel. But we're going to talk about it for 75 million euros. Victor Osimhen finally gets the deal done from Napoli to Galatasaray. So that's a lot of money to go to a non-top 5 league, right?
Yeah.
For a player who is, I think, universally rated. The issue with Osimhen has always been the gap. I think we all rate him, but how much do we rate him? Can he do it? Yes, he banged at Napoli, but could he do it in the Prem? And I think with that question mark over him, that's a lot of money to pay for, like, whatever happened with him and Napoli and the owner and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money to not be at a top 5 league. So what can he do this season? Bang in the Champions League?
I think the sad thing is he's not going anywhere. I think Osimhen more or less made his bed. If he leaves, he's leaving for like 20, 30 million near the end of that contract. Osimhen is a Galatasaray player, and that will be the story. He's going to be this player who did really well in that league and who top teams missed out on, who won with Napoli. But
So then the question is now, how do we rank the signing? Because we're not expecting anything from Galatasaray this season.
Yeah.
If anything, they must just
Win the league.
Win the league.
Yeah.
But like Galatasaray winning the league doesn't move the needle. It's a bit like Bayern winning the league.
I mean, they've invested quite heavily, right? They bought Sané, there's players.
So they've got the cash. So we're not
Yeah,
worried
they've
about
got
where they got
Gundogan.
the cash.
No, so in theory, there should be an expectation in the Champions League
Yeah.
to some level.
Yeah.
To do what though?
They must make it to the
round
round
of
of
16.
16,
Yeah.
Oh,
To the
quarterfinals.
knockout stages, yeah.
Oh, Newcastle can make it there.
Even quarterfinals,
Yeah,
maybe
but
if it's a
a
quarters.
Premier League team versus a Turkish team in the Champions League quarterfinal, that's a very different conversation.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Galatasaray have the most money in Turkey. Like they're gonna be the Champions League representatives.
Yeah, but
They're gonna be the Turkish representatives
a
in the Champions League.
Turkish quarterfinal is a very different thing. When else did you see it?
So are we
It's a-
saying
it's a
no?
big
But I'm
deal.
saying if Galatasaray don't make the quarters, we're not gonna now turn on Osimhen. Is my point. I don't think so.
Look,
I don't see that.
It's something that's difficult to evaluate because it's like
It
this
is.
wasn't the move anyone wanted for him.
Yeah.
Like Chelsea could have used him, Arsenal could have used him,
United
could have used him. So the fact that
So
he's
then
gone
why did
there-
no one pull the
Hell,
trigger? Oh, are we having a... No, maybe that's not the conversation we should have then.
Yeah.
We should rather just... So how are we going to judge the signing then?
I don't know how we can.
He must bang Champions League group stages, I'm sorry. He must be up there, top 4 scorers.
Yeah.
When teams play Galatasaray, like
True.
with the Liverpool game.
Yeah.
Like, he must be on the score sheet.
It must
Like,
be that he makes the
he must
headlines.
be,
Yeah, I think that's fair.
If he's not making a difference in the Champions League, then why
Yeah.
did Galatasaray even get him? Because they could have got some Turkish oak.
No, fair enough.
So
Honestly, like
75 million? I don't think they got robbed. He's a very good striker.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 6.5 purely because, like, I can't tell you if Galatasaray are better or not. Surely they're better.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
They
don't
have
know.
him. But, like, I don't know how we're going to judge it.
Look,
I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, it's a 7 because it means a lot to Galatasaray.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they are elated they've gotten him. Right? Like, they needed to sign him. For them, if you look at them in just their own context, you don't try to imagine what Osimhen is in the world of football. It's a great signing for them. They have, like, he fits. He's happy there. It works, bro. It's not one that makes the rest of us happy, though.
Yeah.
The number? 7?
Yeah.
6.5?
7.
Okay. 75 million euros at number 6. Brian Mbeumo from Brentford to Man United.
10.
7.
8. Let's start from lowest to highest.
I think it was definitely a good signing. And you can see the impact he's had so far.
So far, yeah.
But the reason I'm giving him a 7 is I don't think he's that good. Like when I look at talent-wise, him versus Khanya, I think Khanya is considerably better than Mbeumo. And that's why I gave Khanya a 9 and I'm giving Mbeumo a 7.
I think 8 because, again, I'll just go back to the fact that Man United are a better... We have more quality now than we did 6 months ago. So we've signed a better footballer. But I've also seen what he's capable of in the Man United shirt. So, like, I know now, like, he's going to be, like, probably our second highest scorer this season if everything goes according to plan.
Who will be your first?
He's probably going to be a top scorer.
Okay, who's going to be your top 2?
I'd like him to be our second behind our striker in an ideal world. But I know that he's going to create goals and score goals.
So do you think he's better than Khanya?
A better player.
Yeah.
I think he might be a better attacker, eh? Genuinely, I think he might be a better attacker. If we played a 4-3-3, I'd rather have him on the right wing as opposed to like Khanya on the left wing, if I had to put one of them on the wings.
Yeah.
I think he's a better attacker. I think he's not a creative player, but I can see how in and around the box, Khanya in and around the box is how can I score? Mbeumo in and around the box is, okay, if I can't score, I can look for a pass or what can I do?
Okay.
And I think he will create goals. He will create goals and like he's the kind of player I want around Sesko.
Cool.
Because he'll help Sesko grow.
10 is crazy.
It's a lot of money though, guys.
For 75 million, that's what I'm saying. 75
million puts you as the
Khanya.
6th most expensive signing this summer.
75 M's.
It probably puts you in what, top 20 of all time?
And that's a 10.
Oaks, for me, there aren't better options United could have gone for. Right? Like, this is as good as we're going to get. I think Mbeumo was so good that we all wanted him. Arsenal wanted him. Chelsea wanted him.
How old is he?
Newcastle wanted him.
25, bro. He's turning 26.
He's
young,
looks
bro.
old though, eh?
Yeah, I was also surprised. No, he's younger. He's
He
younger
looks
than you.
old, bro.
He's younger than you think.
He's had a huge season at Brentford. I don't think we're going to see a player do what he did for Brentford ever again. Like, legit. I don't know where they're going to find a player of that level of talent.
Yeah.
Cleared Tony's legacy already.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Genuinely. I wanted him at Arsenal. I did. I really did. Mbeumo can
To
play.
do what?
Yeah, to do what?
How? To tell Madueke. It's better than Madueke.
You wanted to bench Mbeumo.
Dude, he was started left wing even. He would have played anywhere for us, bro.
He was not going to play as a left
Saka
winger.
could have become a left. Bro.
No.
What-
Oh, okay, I'm
what-
glad you say that. Thank
He
you.
wasn't going to misplace Saka
what-
though. He wasn't going to move Saka.
What Mbeumo
glad he said that.
What Mbeumo would have done for Arsenal would have been genuinely levels, bro. I think Mbeumo is absolute quality.
Okay.
I didn't know you rated him as highly.
Yeah, me too.
Nah, dude, what he did last every single week, I'm tuning in. If I miss the game, I'm checking. Brentford got points. How? Mbeumo. One way or another.
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
like to be that
Yeah, he was
reliable,
amazing last
to be
season.
that reliable for a team at that level,
Yeah.
it's not that common.
Yeah.
And I don't think that he's had many teething issues in moving to United either. We can't talk about
and that's
like,
just the level of his quality.
yeah, we can't talk about players like who are just playing at their level. They shouldn't make a move. The fact that you looked at him, you said, no, he is definitely going to play at a higher level. I think even the way he started the season didn't start that brightly. Even in the Manchester derby, I felt with a bit more luck he scores that one chance in streak of foot. Dude,
I want chances to fall to him.
Yeah,
that's what
dude,
I think. I'm not sure about Khanya yet, bro.
Dude,
I don't know if I want that game-defining chance to fall to Khanya.
Okay. No,
I want that game-defining chance to fall to Mbeumo. That's why I say I think he's a better attacker than him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, like I trust Mbeumo implicitly. Like I'm just like, dude, he's gonna deliver for you. And again, where he doesn't score, dog, he works hard. He does everything. He does everything you'd want from a wide player.
Yeah.
I can't believe
like there's no other thing I want from him to do. I'm not saying if only he could. No, dude, I'm just like Mbeumo is quality. Dude.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but with this stupid formation, it's also good that he doesn't have to play every game. Like he doesn't have to play every single minute for Manchester United this season.
Yeah.
Because like there's cover for him.
Yeah.
So he can also just like if he does go out of form, I'm not worried about like, what are we gonna do without Mbeumo? So
No, I can't critique it.
Okay.
I have no notes.
Okay. Top 5, guys. Top 5 most expensive signings this summer. I think the ratings are gonna fluctuate here. We're gonna get some high ones and some low ones. For just 1.5 million euros more than Mbeumo, 76.5 M, also from Leipzig. Leipzig got some cash this summer. Jesus. Benjamin Sesko.
2.
It's literally impossible for it to be 2.
2.
Dude, it's impossible for it to be 2.
Why?
We needed a striker.
Why is it impossible for it to be
Is he
2?
better or worse than Højlund?
I don't know.
Oh, that is damning.
No, let me tell you why it's a 2, right? Why it's a 2 is because I'm not surprised by what he's done, or rather what he's not done since he's come to United, right? Because even if we look at his career at Leipzig, he wasn't scoring that many goals. How many goals did he score?
Yeah, he's not prolific. He's not prolific.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a
I watched his comp. I was like, man. Do you get what I mean? When I let me tell you what I did right last season, because obviously there was Sesko, there was Gyökeres, and there was Ekitike. Those 3 were like,
Yeah.
I think we knew they were going somewhere. We just didn't know who was going where, right? I watched Gyökeres' comp. I wasn't too impressed, but I could see the stats, and I was like, okay, cool. This guy, he's him. I watched Ekitike's comp, and I'm like, okay. Isak, we knew Isak, right? Ekitike, I'm like, he's a baller. I could see he had something.
Yeah.
Sesko, comp was whack. Stats, whack. So now...
See, you failed the eye test, failed the stats,
bro,
there's nothing.
Now you're paying... For me, right, it's like as a man, me. Let's say you've got a family. I say you have to choose, bro. It's either you're gonna provide, right? You can provide and cheat. Right? Where are you taking this? If you're providing, you're unfaithful. At least we can excuse the trauma you've given to your kids because you're providing, right? But you can't not provide and then still be unfaithful. You get what I mean? Let's say you don't have rags, right? But cool, you're the best. You're the best dad. You're the best husband.
Please can we get your rating? I don't hear this.
You can't.
What are you saying?
You can't not provide. You can't not provide and still cheat.
He's 22.
That's my point. Yeah, but that's my point. You can't have a whack comp and have no stats, because now how can we justify? Okay, how are you justifying the 76.5
He's an
million?
investment for the future. Look.
No, how are you justifying the 76.5 million? What's your justification behind that price tag?
He might be good one day. It's a bank.
He might be good. Based on what?
Tab, Rindai is taking us somewhere else. What's your out of 10?
He's an established international footballer. He's played Champions League or Europa League before.
He's played Champions League. He's been terrible in the Champions League. But continue.
Look, dude, it's a lot of money for an unproven kid. I'm not denying that. But 2 is ridiculous. First of all, there's no ways after the season Højlund had, and I know Højlund was probably going to do better this season than last season. But like, it was like, Jesus, like Højlund, like we've given you a chance. You'd never really grasped it.
That was your boy, though. Højlund was your guy.
We've given you a dab, son.
That was your boy, yeah.
Continue.
So it's like, okay, cool. We needed another striker. If you looked at what was available, it's like, okay, cool. We're probably gonna have to spend a bit more than we want to. Do I rate Sesko at 76? No, I rate him at like 55. 55 is a different conversation. But like 76 is like, okay, cool, he better be good in the next couple of years. And I've explained to you guys off air, like he's in an environment where I think he can be good because he's got other good attackers around him. And I feel like as long as he's not left on an island in Man United, he will come good.
Okay.
So I'm rating him at a 4.5. I agree, there's no stats. But like, what's the worst that could happen, bro? He scores 7 goals this season. That's not
75
great.
M, that's fucking insane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
okay.
insane.
But I'm saying like, he'll be fine though because he'll do other things. I promise you. And like he'll be liked by the fans, and he'll get like, I'm waiting for that long like
No,
trust.
so the only thing
I
that
think this is what you just said is you've just said you promise us, dog. You put 76
Yeah,
M's
okay, look.
and it's 76 M's on a tab promise.
Yes, cool.
That's-
I'll take
that-
it. I'll take it. I'll take the promise.
For-
I'll take the promise.
For what it's worth, Sisco's obviously talented, right? People have been talking about him for a very, very long period of time. There's an idea around his tools being what they are. My issue is that years ago, people were still saying the same things about him. And no one had moved because they're just like, okay, but have the season. Have that season that makes people want to buy you now. I don't think there was any need for either Arsenal or United to have gone for Sisco because he needed to have proven himself properly
and I want to
before
ask
the
you,
move.
At his best, how many goals
He'll
do you
get
think he'll give
15
you?
to
Like?
18. He'll be
So at his best, he's still not a 20-goal striker in your eyes.
At his absolute
wait,
best.
are we
he's
talking
not
at his
a-
best in like short term?
In,
or-
in 3 years' time.
Not
No,
even
in
in-
3 years' time, he's a 20 goals for United. Because
Okay.
you'll know the league. Like, dude, if Dom Solanke can get 20, if Johan Visa can get 20, like, these are not players who would move the needle at any other club in Europe. Like, if they can get 20 in this league in a good team, put Sesko in a good team, which hopefully Man United are in 3 years, and I'm talking like, he can get 20. Because he's got the attributes, and I
Okay.
think he's got the temperament. Like, I don't have a single doubt about that. Sesko's trajectory is actually not in his hands. You know very well it's linked to the managerial situation at United. At least now he's got good players around him at the start of his career. But you know very well, 3 years from now we could have a different manager or whatever. He'll still be a good footballer. That I'll put on camera. Clip it.
Okay. No,
But I
fair.
put it at 4.5 purely because I think it's a signing that we needed the least. And had we spent that exact 76.5 on Rindai in midfield, I would have been happier. That's the only reason I'm bringing it down. It's just because we didn't need him.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
No, fair enough.
And
fair enough.
what rating are you giving it?
My issue with Sisco is that a year ago I said I don't want to hear anyone tell me about Sisco for another 2 years minimum.
Yeah.
Like he's again we spoke about when we talk about Huijsen. It's rare to be that good that you're worth certain amounts as a kid. Huijsen as a centre back is not what Sisco is as a striker.
Yeah.
He's not at the same level right now.
Yeah, Huijsen's worse.
Yeah. No. That
Huijsen's done stuff for his country.
you think
Huijsen's
Huijsen
done-
is worse then?
Bro, Huijsen's had one good season.
Come
in
on,
football.
come on.
Sesko's been
Sisco's
an
had how
established
many
pro
good
for
seasons?
3.
How many good
Sis-
seasons?
yeah,
How
but
many
he's
good
been an
seasons has he
established
had?
pro for 3.
How many good seasons
he
has
plays
he
for
had?
his country at the
How many
Euros,
good seasons has he
bro.
had? How many good seasons has Sisco
In
had?
one now. Watch.
Okay. So my point is, with just that one season, Sisco hasn't done that. He hasn't had these seasons.
It's harder to shine as a striker than a centre back.
And I gave him the credit for that. I acknowledge that he's young, so it makes sense that he hasn't done it. I just think it feels like a signing where I'm not even paying attention to you right now, bro. I'll watch you in a year's time. This time next year, I'm sure we'll be thinking Sesco's really kicked on. He's had a year to bed in. The young striker's about to become like he is that kind of player. But that's frustrating. And honestly, value for money. The player plays just before him. It's Khanya. Osimhen.
Yeah.
Like you needed a striker who's to be relevant.
I'm not
now.
tuning into Sesko at any point.
And I think the fact that United
Right now.
I think the fact that United specifically 2 years ago bought Højlund, who's meant to be the striker for the future. The year after that they buy Xerxes, striker for the future. The year after, striker for the future. It's like, please buy an established 9, bro. Buy someone who's actually ready right now. Who doesn't need.
We would have got Osimhen if it wasn't for the wages. That's it. Simple as that.
Yeah. So
Fair enough.
Simple
all
as
of that
that.
being said, it's hard to give it lots right now, but one of those that I think it'll age well. It's one of the things where in 2 years' time, United's probably be happy that they signed him. As a result, it's a 5. It's fine. He's not a shit footballer.
You're sticking with 2.
I'm sticking with 2. I might go to 1.
Like he can link up. Like he's a good footballer. Aside from the fact that he's maybe not the best striker right now.
Okay.
He can dunk, bro. That's the only thing that impresses me about Sesko.
Okay,
The fact that he can
thank you.
dunk.
That was a good segue to another tall-ass player. Probably one of the tallest players in the league. At number 4, for 85 million euros. So I need the exact same
Jeez.
energy. The
Okay.
exact same energy for 85 million euros, which puts him easily top 15 most expensive players of all time. Nick Voltemade.
Yeah.
Lord Voldemort himself.
They've called him the next Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Impossible.
That's what they've called him.
He's
I'm
not
giving
accurate.
that a 5.
Oh. 6.5. So, yeah, 6.8 even. I want to call it a 7 because
I'll stick with 6.
I like him.
I like him, but he's doing 2 things at once. He's now an 80. Let's talk about Isak and then not Isak. Even if Isak, you never heard of an Isak guy. You sign a guy for 85 million to come to the Premier League.
He better bang.
That's verse level now.
Yeah.
That's like, you have to bang.
Yeah.
So he's not been given any time. Credit to him, he's had a decent start.
Yeah.
I think he's very young. He's very, very young. Good
How
head
old
on
is
the
he?
shot. Bro, he's early 20s now.
Okay.
I actually think he might be the same age as Sesko.
Yeah.
Which is
He's
part of
early
the problem.
20s, so he's very young.
Okay,
But like,
yeah.
80, there's a jump from 76 to 85.
Yeah, that's
You
a
know
lot.
it.
No, that's
You
a
know
lot.
it. So
That's a
like,
lot.
cool. To 85 at Newcastle, the one thing he will do is get a lot of games.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So he can play his way into goals. But beyond that, like, dude, he's Isak's replacement. So Isak gave Newcastle a lot
Yeah.
in terms of how he played, how they could depend on him, taking them in big games, helping them beat the big teams. Like, it's like he is playing in Isak's shadow. So it's two things. He's playing as an 85 million euro striker, and he's playing in Isak's shadow. If he does both well, I will buy his shirt because so far I like him.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot to live up to, but I think the good news for him is if he falls just short of both, he's not as good as Isak. Or he's probably not worth 85. He can probably still do well for Newcastle.
Yeah.
Just because I think he knows how to use his physical attributes. That's where I can say on Sesko, I'm not 100% sold that he knows that he's one of the tallest players on the field at all times.
Since he's Cunha's height.
Yeah, so whereas Baltimore knows, okay, I'm clearly taller than a lot of these people. I've got good technical attributes, but my job is to get the ball to the other guys so they can get the ball to me.
Yeah.
He's not going to try drop deep and do things that we've never heard of him.
Yeah, no,
So-
that's why I'll give him a 5. I feel like we're giving him a bit of grace because we know that he's Isak's replacement, right?
Yeah.
But
If United sign him for 85 million,
that's what I'm saying.
You're gonna give him a 0.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, not even United. Like, let's say, for example, if that Isak situation didn't happen, let's say Isak never even played for Newcastle, and they just bought a striker for 85 million. I wouldn't
Be like,
look
who
at
the
him.
fuck is this
Yeah,
nigga?
like
Yeah.
what? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like we're giving him a bit more.
Because
grace.
when he joined, the reception was
yeah,
not
like who
positive
is
in the
this
group.
guy? Do you get what I mean? Like 85 million is a lot of money.
Notably, Seba said he's not sure he's better than Chris Wood.
everyone thought that Visa would be 1,
No.
Baltimore 2.
No, I
Yeah.
did not think highly of Visa when he moved.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I thought Visa would be number 1 and Baltimore 2.
cool.
What was your rating?
5.
5. I gave him a 6.
6.8.
6.8. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a theme. We're in the top 3 now.
Yeah.
We're in one part of the world. I don't think we're going to move here.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Big spenders.
I don't know, it's kind of sad when you think about it like this.
Big spenders.
That is actually crazy.
Like
that
genuinely,
they've
like,
occupied the whole top 3.
What else, bro? What are the other leagues
The whole
doing?
top 3.
So let's be very careful to not use our recency bias at the
Yeah.
time of recording.
Yeah.
Let's take a big picture look at
Yeah.
these signings.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about 3 Liverpool signings.
Yeah.
Starting with the 3rd most expensive signing of the summer at 95 million euros from Frankfurt to Liverpool, Ugo Ekitike. I like the guy. And I think he was actually their best bit of business. And had they just signed him and a holding midfielder, they'd probably be in a better position than where they are at the time of recording and even at the start of the season.
Yeah.
I think they just needed one really strong attacker and then like a B-rated attacker who they could have found anyway. This guy and a holding midfielder. Ekitike, dude, he likes getting the ball. I think he's composed in and around the box. Like, he can drive into the box, but also when chances fall to him. And like, I think he needed this Liverpool move to make that statement, to establish himself.
Yeah.
So if anything, the Isak thing has like held him back. But I think 95 M's as your leading man, like he was going to be better than Darwin Núñez, has the temperament to play for Liverpool. He's technically good, like
So what are you giving that?
7.5.
What would it need to be an 8?
That's what I was about to ask. Should I rate it at the time of signing and what I see now, or should I take Isak into consideration? Because without Isak, I think it's an 8.5.
No, just no. You have to take Isak into consideration.
I think
because
I'm taking
Yes.
it from 8.5 to 7.5 because they signed Isak, which was dumb, and they've hurt their own signing. So I can say, if I'm not rating Ekitike as a player, I'm rating the signing.
Yeah.
The signing is a 7. Actually, I say it's a 7, purely because of what they did with Isak.
Okay.
If he had played every game as a 9 this season, and not had to worry about Isak, this is probably my signing of the summer.
Okay.
so surely that should affect Isak's rating, though. Not,
Trust me, it will.
Not
Trust me, it will.
I'm giving Ekitike I think I'll give him a 7 too.
Okay.
Like I do rate him as a baller, but 95 million is a lot of money.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is a lot of money. But he is, he's
Plays
got that
football.
special something,
Yeah.
which is why.
Because if you
I
want
will-
to talk about moving after
Yeah.
one really good season,
Yeah.
that's Ekitike.
Yeah.
But then,
Like, granted, we knew about him before. He'd moved to PSG. He wasn't nobody.
Yeah.
question,
Yeah, go
what
ahead.
did the comps tell you?
No, the comps are nice. The comps are nice.
You're saying eye test, he passes
Yeah, no, he
flying
passed
colours.
it with flying colours. And for me, if you're spending more than 90 million on a player, you have to have that special something.
As the bare minimum.
Yeah.
But we
you
saw
know what
that
I mean?
special something. That special something is, okay, cool, first game for Liverpool, bang.
Yeah.
First league game,
No, that's what I'm
bang.
saying, yeah.
First Carabao Cup game, bang.
Which is why I'll give him
Champions
a 7.
League, when they needed him, bang.
Yeah.
Like, he's got that, like...
No, he does.
Yeah.
He does. I'll give him a 7.
Okay. No, again, the Isak thing does play into, because it doesn't feel... One of them wasn't planned. And ironically, it feels like Ekitike wasn't planned.
Yeah.
Like, they clearly wanted Isak.
Yeah.
They knew that Newcastle wanted Ekitike. I don't know what the thinking was in the end. We're like, yeah, let's just get both strikers. Like, why? How was that?
Yeah, how was that going to
if
work?
You didn't plan to play 2 strikers. Why would you have done that?
Yeah.
Regardless, the player's quality is really, really high. I think we all like him. I don't think anyone has any question marks really about him. I think
Maybe his temperament,
perhaps
his abilities.
Perhaps.
Like, right now, he's still the new kid on the block.
He's also clearly very rattled by Isak being there.
Yeah.
Like
He's still the new kid on the block.
There's,
Like,
there's a bit of a chip on his shoulder.
how's it going to be when they need him?
I think him taking off his shirt that Carabao Cup game, like he's making a statement.
Yeah.
I am concerned about the fact that you make that sign in 95 M's. After a really good season at Frankfurt, I don't think that was really like how much you need to spend if you knew you were going to get Isak.
Yeah.
Also, Newcastle are definitely going to let Isak go if they get Ekitike. That's definitely what happens. Like, they just need to be smart.
Did they
about this.
panic then? Did they think, oh, okay, guys, wait, what if Newcastle are actually playing
2 strikers?
Yeah. No. Did they panic and think, guys, what if Newcastle aren't going to let him go?
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think so. Definitely.
So they're like,
100%.
okay, we have to get Ekitike.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, no, we still have the funds to budget. Okay, let's get Isak.
Yeah.
Let's do what they... I don't think Newcastle were ever going to play 2 strikers.
Yeah.
But I think...
They had to say it like that. They're negotiating.
But I'm saying, I think it's almost a case of, okay, cool, we can't not get Isak and not get Ekitike.
Yeah.
Because if Newcastle don't get Ekitike, someone else could.
Yeah.
So it was more like, okay, cool.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So did they panic?
Definitely.
100%.
Definitely.
So,
Like, they deviated from their long-term plan this window.
They
very
panicked,
clearly.
bought their best signing of the summer. That's crazy.
so what's your rating?
It's an 8. It's an 8.
It's 877 for Ekitike.
And remember, my 7, I don't know about yours, my 7 is purely because of Isak. If it wasn't because of Isak, this is a 9, bro.
No,
I really
no.
like the signing.
Okay.
I reserved all my smoke for Isak. His rating will be appropriate.
Okay, well, let's get there. Another Liverpool signing, who would have thought? For a reported 125 million from Bayer Leverkusen, Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz, 125M. Look, I'll go first. 4 because at the time of signing, even without the price tag, even if we cut the price tag in half, we said it first. He's not a guarantee. He's not that good. He's not a guarantee superstar. Number 2, even if he cost 40 million, the question would have been like, okay, where is he going to play? Like, how does his play style suit what they're trying to do? There's clearly a notion that Liverpool are going to change how they played last season because they didn't have a ball-dominant, ball-carrying midfielder last season to play with this Wirtz guy. So even then it was like, okay, cool, they're going to have to change just to accommodate Wirtz. Then you slap on 100 plus. Bro, even when he sneezes, I'm judging him. You cannot do anything at 100 plus, and I'm not judging you, bro.
I'm giving it a 1.
So what are these ratings, bro?
No, Fizz,
I'm being dead serious.
I give him a 4. I give him a 4 only because, like, he's good enough to start for Liverpool. That's the only thing right now. He's good enough to be a starter.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, cool. If he starts, you can understand. The minute he falls out of the lineup,
And
call
let me explain my rating. Right?
So, okay, wait, before we...
this is your lowest rating of the summer.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming for you, they shouldn't even sign him at all then.
Yeah, so this
Yeah, true. One means you shouldn't have signed him.
No, this is my point, right? So with Wirtz, firstly, at the time of his signing, that was the most expensive
In
Premier League, right?
yeah.
History, right?
British, British.
Which
Oh,
is,
yeah, before, yeah.
which is crazy, number 1, right? But number 2, for me, if I'm spending that much money on a midfielder, right, I need to make sure that everyone else in my midfield is perfect. Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think it makes sense to spend that type of money on a midfielder when, you know, your other 2
you might not
midfielders,
pick your best
it's shaky,
midfield.
because obviously that's why the 1 isn't even on Wirtz. Do you get what I mean? Because for me, from Liverpool's perspective, it's like,
Oh, you're just saying it's a
you're
bad
not,
signing.
Yeah, you're not putting him in the best position
Yeah.
to succeed. So it's not just on Wirtz, it's on Liverpool too. Do you get what I mean? For example, the reason why Madrid spent that type of money on Jude, you knew you had Cruz, you knew you had Modric, you knew you had like.
No, you
You
have
get what I
guys.
mean? You had the best, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're putting him in the best position to succeed. So if you're paying that type of money for a midfielder, number one, right? So his position already was like, okay, that type of money for a midfielder, cool. But number two, and I've said it before, I just don't think he has that special something, bro. Do you get what I mean? I feel like at his best he'll be a really good player, but I don't think he showed us enough. Yes, I know Khanya likes to speak about the Invincible season, right? But before that Invincible season, we knew about him, but we weren't speaking about him in the same light that you get what I mean. We spoke about him afterwards. So to pay that type of money for a player like that, I think they were just gassed up. I think they won the league when they didn't expect to win the league with a new manager, and now these owners are like, okay, cool, let's try and make Liverpool great again.
Yeah.
And they were just like, okay, cool, let's just hand out money to everyone. But to pay that type of money for Wirtz, come on, bro. Musiala, I would understand.
That would
no,
be like
but
a
I
lot
would
of money.
understand because we've seen that. Okay,
I would judge Oaks for paying 100.
I
I love
wouldn't.
Musiala, but I would judge Oaks because it's like Jesus. Remember, as soon as you cross the 100M mark, it's not how good you are.
Yeah.
It's what you do every single week.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
it doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah.
Are you getting a goal? Are you
Yeah.
getting an assist? Are you
Yeah.
man of the match?
Yeah.
Like, are people tuning in to watch
Do you
you?
impact games to
Do
that
you
level?
impact games in the league, in the cup, in the Champions League? That once you cross that
It
threshold,
has to be when you come with the bench, it changes the game.
Yeah, immediately. No, 100%.
when they see your name on the team sheet, other teams are like, damn it,
Yeah.
this guy's playing.
It's really unfortunate because I pushed back against it at the time when he had first joined, where the conversation was he needs to have De Bruyne level impact.
Yeah.
Like coming off the bench, it needs to be like, okay, there's a serious creator here. We have to plan with him in mind. That's not the case.
It's not.
And the thing is, he's had really, really bright sparks. And I don't know.
He's not a bad footballer.
Yeah.
He's not at all.
I don't think anyone questions
Yeah.
his
Not at
ability.
all.
But like you've made a fantastic point. Like
100 M's in your midfield's not perfect, so why would you
Yeah.
sign
Yeah,
him?
why would you see?
if
Yeah.
anything, he's in a worse position out of all of them because he's probably the easiest to replace.
Yeah.
He's not where they need the midfield attention. Like
Yeah.
they need attention elsewhere. So it's like, to be honest, we can forget about you, Wirtz, to solidify this midfield until we can get a body in January. So it's unfortunate.
So I'm going to give
that's
it...
a 1, a 4.
I'm going to give it... Yeah, I'm sorry, the fee makes it impossible. Can't be a 5.
Yeah, it can't be.
It's a 4 as well. Although I will say, if you sign Wirtz, you can justify it if you don't sign number 1 on this list.
Okay.
So, we've gone through 20 players. We did start at 21, 20 players. We're now discussing the most expensive transfer in British football, Premier League history. Most amount of money Liverpool have ever spent. Most amount of money Newcastle have ever received. I've never seen this sort of money float around at my club personally, and I'm a big spender at my club. Have you seen it? Even
I don't think Madrid has seen
Mr.
it. Yeah.
Mr. Galactico himself, he's never
Madrid
touched
never
these
spent
heights.
this
So we're
much.
talking.
That is insane.
We're talking uncharted.
They
territory
fucked
here.
up. I'm sorry.
that is actually insane.
This size is a 3.
For 145 million euros. The number one most expensive signing this summer was Alexander Isak from Real Sociedad's training ground from Newcastle to Liverpool. I almost forgot he played for Newcastle. And you know what? I've tried my best to not be obnoxious in the episode. This is a 1 out of 10.
That's your rating.
This is a 1 out of 10 because
Yeah, too many other priorities.
of you simply had too much information and too much had happened for this to have. If this was done on the first day of the summer transfer window, I think it's a different conversation.
No one would be mad.
Even if everything transpired the way it has.
Yeah.
You got Ekitike. You needed a midfielder.
Yeah.
You lost Trent. What happened to Jota happened. Like, you had so much information to make a different decision, but this almost felt like pride.
We said we wanted him
It
before,
was
so we're
pride.
gonna get him
It
now
was like
anyway.
pride.
Yeah, it was pride.
It was pride. And all of us, we've been there when one of our boys talks too much. And
I
then,
can't do this, boy.
Yeah.
so it's like, and now it's like, okay, cool. This is a pride signing because we've discussed Isak as a player.
Yeah.
I've said Oaks went a bit too early in him. We know his quality, but even he wasn't. This is not Haaland, bro. He's not Mbappe. He's not Kane. He's not a guarantee. He's the next closest guarantee. We've said that.
Yeah.
But 145 M's.
Yeah, look.
This guy has to score every week, bro. And
Zero. That's a 0, bro.
And you're gonna say who scores every week? Haaland does.
Haaland does.
Haaland does.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
that's Haaland is worth 145 M's now.
Yeah.
Like right now. So
Yeah.
Isak, I'm sorry.
And you could argue, had Madrid gone to Liverpool with 145 M's, you're going to get Vinicius. And he would have played a bigger role for Liverpool than right now. It looks like Isak needs to play.
145, you can pretty much get anyone that you want, bro.
That's one of the most
Besides,
expensive players in history, bro. And I'm sorry, but if aliens come down and they say, okay, cool, like show us the most expensive oaks, Mbappe will be there. That 180. Neymar will be there.
Yeah.
Dembele, Ballon d'Or winner is there.
We know these guys, bro.
But like, this is not an Isak diss. It's a Liverpool diss.
Yeah.
They should have
It
left
is
the
an
kid.
Isak diss too, though.
They should have left the kid alone, because had they left the kid alone, he can go next summer to Liverpool. He got options open. I think the promise of going to Liverpool almost got to his head.
Yeah.
And he felt he had to make it happen now. Whereas with some good advice, it could have been like, no, dude.
One more year.
First of all, they love you in Newcastle.
He needs to do that Suarez thing. Where it's like, you want to go, stay one more year.
Because remember, next year, Barca can come get you.
Yeah.
It's like, it
No,
didn't have to
up
be
to this
Liverpool
point.
now.
Your window opens up a bit more.
It didn't have to be Liverpool now, so I can't give it more than a 1. And again, if the end of the season comes and we look at the charts and he's got 19 goals, you can come back to the episode and tune me, all of us. But right now, this is not us being
19 goals still won't be enough, bro.
For me, it's not even that. As you said, it's not about the player. It's that Liverpool needed another centre back, right? They were about to get Guehi. They didn't get him because they didn't prioritize him because they wanted Isak. Liverpool needed another midfielder. They didn't get the midfielder because they wanted Isak. Liverpool arguably needed maybe another winger, someone else out wide. They didn't because, again, they prioritized Isak. The amount of money that they spent there, you could arguably have signed 3 different players.
With that money.
Like, you don't have to spend over and above. No. With the money they spent on Isak, when they already had a striker.
Yeah.
Hell, if you get really creative, you could probably find some kind of striker, a body, a different kind of profile than Katike. Someone else as the cover
Exactly.
as a striker. No. It's like,
I'm just
For me,
rather body on a free. Rather body on a free.
For me, my beef, obviously we're looking at it from Liverpool's perspective, and I agree with everything you guys are saying. But my beef is also with Isak himself. Do you know what I mean?
Where are you at?
Yeah, forcing the move.
Like, and you guys know I sit around the group, right? Like, everyone was making a big deal about Isak going to Liverpool, and they thought that, wow, like, it was going to be a shift. You get what I mean? Like, you know when, like, Mbappe went to Madrid and the whole world was like, damn, like, adding Mbappe to this team is a bit unfair.
I wasn't.
No, I'm not saying you were, but a lot of people were.
Generally.
Okay.
Especially Liverpool fans, but a
Yeah.
lot of people were like, damn, you're adding Isak to this team. Do you get what I mean? And for me, it's like, I look at Isak, he's a good player, don't get me wrong. But if you're paying that kind of money, you have to be one of the best in the world, right? And yes, he had a good season last season, and I get it. You get what I mean? Technically, he's sound, he's a good finisher. But I just don't think he just doesn't have that thing. I don't think he looks at himself and he thinks he can be the best striker in the world. I don't think so.
No, I think he thinks he's
I
that.
think he thinks he can.
I think he believes he has the talent to. He knows he's talented enough. I feel like we all know he's talented enough to do that, right? But even when I look at like his body language on the field, you get what I mean? Like I feel like he's okay with certain things because for him, we have to understand this is also Isak's first like big club. Do you get what I mean? Like one of the best clubs in the world. It's his first big club, bro. I feel like
Dortmund are, but I'm saying he was a
kid.
teenager.
Yeah. I mean, like as the guy, this is like his first, and which is why him forcing the move also was just a bit weird too, right? For me personally, but I feel like now he's still in this phase where like he's happy to be here. Do you get what I mean? He knows he has to deliver, but the vibe I'm getting from it is like, damn, I'm in Liverpool. Do you get what I mean? Like I'm happy to be, and it's like, no, bro, like. Yo, you cost 145 million. There's no time for you to be happy to be there. Do you get what I mean? Like, you have to perform. Do you get what I mean? Look at when Mbappe got Madrid. We know Madrid was Mbappe's dream move ever since he was a kid. But he didn't come to Madrid on some, like, thank God I'm in Madrid. Now, he came and he knew, okay, cool. I have to deliver. And Isak needs that same mentality. Do you get what I mean? Like, the game against United, when they subbed him off. Do you get what I mean? The way he just walked off the field, he thanked the fans. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, right? But I want him to be more pissed off at himself, or even pissed off, like, why are you taking me off? Do you get what I mean? Like, because you should believe that you're going to be the one to change the game. You can't be okay with that. Do you get what I mean? And for me, I don't think he's got that, in him because it takes a certain type of player. And if I'm paying 145 million for you, you need to have that arrogance. Do you get what I mean? You need to want to play every single game, and you need to know that, okay, we're looking at you to be our guy.
And the benchmark is there. His name is Erling Haaland. Like, this is a guy who plays every game, 90 minutes, unless he's injured.
He's there, yeah.
And like, if he's on the field, in his worst season so far in the Premier League last season, he's got 20-something goals. Like, that's the level of when you are 145. Like, your bad season, your bad game with 9 touches,
it has to be,
your most ineffective game, you're on the score sheet, you're impacting. And Isak seems like he needs a lot of the ball to impact. But also, I don't think this Liverpool system caters to his type of play. He's more like Liverpool are going to spend so much time with the ball, building up. And sometimes when you build up, Haaland's gotten so good at it, he just removes himself.
Yeah, he just chills. He doesn't mind,
Isak needs to get on the ball. So I don't think systematically, like, it's not the best fit either.
Yeah.
He's just very good. And then the last thing that I keep, like, to pay that much money for a guy who doesn't have 38 games in him, his body has never delivered.
Yeah.
Since he moved to England, I can't speak for Spain and Germany, but since he moved to England, he's gotten medium to long-term injuries all the time and niggles, and he's unavailable this week, and then he's available. So, like, how are you going to get to 25, 30 goals if you're playing 2 games, then out for 1, and then you're sitting out a Champions League game? Like, the reason you look at Salah's numbers, because the guy played, bro.
Yeah.
You have to play games to score. So there's just nothing right now. For Isak to prove us wrong, it's going to take something remarkable. We know he's capable of it. I don't think anyone here doubts Isak can score.
Yeah.
Like you said, you know his ability. It's not a case of, it's not Sesko where you're like, what is this guy? You put on Isak comp. You said you knew Isak. You didn't even have to check the comp. So clearly there's something in your head that's like, okay, cool. You know what he can do. But if Isak scores 25 goals this year, you're not going to say, what the hell, where did that come from? But you are going to be like, wow, I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
I personally doubt his goal scoring ability to that extent. Do you get what I mean? If we're talking about the type of money, volume-wise. Do you get what I mean? Because if I'm paying that type of money for you, bro, you have to, like you're saying, Haaland, that's a benchmark, bro. Similar to when Suarez was at Liverpool. Do you get what I mean? When he went to Barca, we knew that, okay, cool, dude, this guy, I don't think anyone doubted that this guy can bang.
Yeah.
That's
For
why
me, with Isak, he's an amazing footballer,
Yeah.
but I'm just talking about goals now. Like, okay,
No,
this guy,
yeah.
he's a guaranteed banger.
should have waited for
He's
the
not-
Barca
he's-
move,
Yeah,
bro.
I think the really unfortunate thing with Isak is value for money. I think it's impossible for this to be higher than like a 6.
Yeah.
honestly, the player is good. Everyone rates him. Everyone would want him at their club. I think in a world where Slot is capable of adapting, you have the number 1 goal scorer when Salah goes. You've got the guy you're looking to. You're saying Ekitike can do a lot as well. Hopefully they can form a partnership. The potential for this to work long term is definitely there. Don't know how it's gonna look.
I think
It's just about how much
145
time.
is not even all working, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like if you score 15 goals for the next 6 years, you're still not worth the money. Genuinely.
Yeah.
And that's when you get to that
yeah.
price tag.
Yeah,
And
but
obviously,
Look at Mbappe went for 180 million, right?
Yeah.
From Monaco to PSG. Like,
Yeah.
No one ever speaks about that price tag, but Jesus,
No,
you look at his numbers,
It's
bro.
because he left as their all-time top scorer.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
kind of the
and
barometer.
that's the kind of thing. Once you
And-
get to
yeah.
that level, like you have to do that. Otherwise, you look at Coutinho, like Dembele, Dortmund to Barca was a bust.
Yeah.
That was a bust move for that money.
Despite
even though
him
he
being
finished
a
well, yeah,
really
even though he
good
finished
player.
well,
Yeah.
they did not get 150
Yeah.
M's worth of value. They did not get 145 for Coutinho.
Didn't get 100 in for Griezmann either.
See what I'm saying? And like, it's now, dude, when you sign for that much money, and the thing is, now with that price tag, anyone that's half the price of you that's doing as well, what's your argument?
And-
Yeah.
If Voltemade and Isak finish the season on the same number of goals,
and also, how are you going to navigate the Ekitike and Isak situation?
Yeah.
And
You-
that's
like-
why
like-
it impacts-
Like you have to hope
Yeah.
they gel.
That's
'Cause if they
because
don't-
they are both number 9s, bro. Do you get what I mean? They're both number 9s, so someone's gonna have to compromise. And obviously, Ekitike is looking at it like, yo, bro, I'm performing. Your guy's not performing. So why are you playing me out of position if your guy's not performing? And there's no way 2 players of that quality will be okay with being the second option. Do you get what I mean? We saw it with Haaland and Alvarez. Even back in the day with Madrid, we saw it with Benzema and Higuain.
Yeah.
It was never going to work
always-
out.
it was always one or the
yeah.
other.
And
Okay, so quickly right now, as we come to the end of this
Yeah.
episode, who stays, Ekitike or Isak?
for me personally, I'd rather keep Ekitike.
But who do you think stays?
they both stay. Isak will play more on the left. I think Isak will realize that, number one, he's just not as durable. Ekitike is just going to stay available. And then Ike Tiki is going to be so hard to drop when Isak comes back, and then they're like, okay, let's try him out on the left, and he'll have a few good games. Then they'll both work it out. But like Liverpool's number 9, like goal scorer this season, they're going to default to Ike Tiki more than Isak, 100%.
Ekitiki will be a gunner in 2027. Oaks, thank you for tuning in to the episode of Debates Never Die. It's been a pleasure to have you here, lads. Much appreciated. And we'll be back very, very, very soon. We're out.